Hey Farenheight TV viewers, we're here at the Aqua Gallery to see the art of black dance and music. Stay tuned.
Farenheight TV.
Farenheight TV viewers, we are so lucky because we got to talk to the director and founder of the Art of Black Dance and Music, Miss DeAma Battle. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us.
Thank you for asking.
Of course. So what inspired you to dance?
Well, I don't know. It was at such a young age. I just loved being on the stage. And at a very young age, I started taking classes and performing. And I began to like it.
Yeah.
And so by around age 14, I felt like I knew everything, quote unquote.
Yeah. You were a professional dancer.
Right.
At age 14.
You know, we already had dances under our belt and whatnot. And at that point in time, I was a member of the Covanet's Dance Company in Boston.
Oh, wow. And what type of dance did you guys do?
All kinds. We did ballet, we did tap, we did jazz, and we did what they used to call then ethnic dance, which was, you know, what we're trying to bring into focus as African-rooted or African-inspired culture.
Yeah.
Right. And so I began in the early 60s trying to pull the young people in my neighborhood in and give them something to do besides fight with each other.
Yeah, which is important because in the 60s there were so many things happening politically and socially that maybe dance was a good way to
it was a good way to bring them in, and it was a good way to help them express themselves.
Yes, which is important.
At that point in time, around the early 70s, there was an organization called the Somerville Racial Understanding Committee, and one of our neighbors, Miss Johnson, she was very instrumental in helping our students to get out into the different communities, because at that time dance was becoming the I guess peacemaker between the young people in the different communities in the different cities.
Which is a cool thing. It's like a good way of like a language, like a language. Yeah,
that's exactly right. And so they were teens at that time, and then younger people started coming in, and I started teaching at what was then the Joy of Movement Center, is now the Dance Complex.
Right here in Cambridge?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
And so I had a group of children, and of course those children grew up and they started to perform as well, but I had some as young as 3 that were out on the stage and became my little proteges.
Yeah, they're like your little grasshoppers.
Yeah. There was Pumpkin and there was Cyrus, and then of course my older students were teenagers by then. And so that was like my motivation to keep it going.
Yeah, because you saw how much they looked up to you, and they loved to dance and they loved to inspire other people as well.
And it was something that I could get them in there, get them in the mood, and get them creating, and get them to do their own choreography and their own expression. And so they kind of formed their own little units. Like one of them was called the Rock House Crew.
Ooh.
And that was when breakdance was
in the
coming.
80s or like the late 70s? Oh, okay. I wish people still did that.
I know. Yeah. So they were up in that. And then we had the Black Heritage Drummers and Dancers. So that's when African culture, the music and the dance began to come together.
Well, that's awesome, mixing it all together.
Mixing it all together. And from there we began to spread out into looking at what African culture actually sent out of Africa. For instance, what went into the Caribbean, what went into Brazil. And a number of places that I've gone to, I've found a lot of connections.
Yeah, throughout the African diaspora.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Found a lot of connections, and coming back and bringing it to Cambridge and Boston and Somerville to all my students, it was like, woof.
And I can't believe it's been 40 years. That's amazing. And I think
Yeah.
it's a cool way because not everyone learns about that through history books. So if
That's
you're able
true.
to bring that through dance, it's a very positive thing.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's awesome. So would you mind showing us some of your favorite photos throughout the gallery
Oh,
today?
sure. Well, let's see.
I know that's a hard thing because they're probably all of your favorites, but yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. Now, this is the Rock House crew that I mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah.
This was my son when he was about, I would say, 14.
Oh wow.
And
this
so,
is him here too?
Yeah, this was his crew. And here's my little protege, Pumpkin. She was about 3 when she came to study with me. And these were my children that were right around in that area, that age area, that wanted to be on stage.
And they're so adorable and they're so expressive. Look at them.
Yeah.
And I think it's great at that age. You're not scared of anything as much.
Right.
So it's a great thing to start them off young.
Yeah.
Does your son still break dance?
No.
Can you teach me a few moves?
He'd break all his bones if he did that. But these were some of our really what I would call top-level professional drummers. This was Moali Oliver. He's now an ancestor.
Okay.
But Leon Mobley has gone on to play with, I can't even tell you how many different bands, and he's toured everywhere.
Wow. And are they originally from Cambridge as well?
Leon is from Roxbury.
Okay.
I'm not sure where Hafiz initially comes from, but he spent a lot of time here in Boston, and so he and another of our drummers, Bama DeLeo Samarie, they became the top professionals.
Oh wow. That's
in the area. And here's DeLay here. Yeah, you probably can't see him, but this is DeLay. That's my son over there playing a djembe.
1978, right?
1978, yeah. And so they were some of the top level professionals that.
It's cool that it all started in your company.
Yeah, well, they brought with them a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Once we had a chance to study with people from the different geographical areas, like Brazil, like Africa, West Africa, we were able to expand our repertoire quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And so.
And learn so many more stories.
And pull the folklore. The folklore is a teacher in itself.
Yeah.
Because the folklore explains the culture, the background, the reason for the dance being done in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This was my company probably in maybe 2000, 2005. That was one of our
performances?
Yeah, that was one of our performances.
And I see all of the instruments and it's really cool.
The shaker-rays and the drums.
Do you create all the costumes as well, or?
Some of them I did create, yeah. Some of them I did. And like these little, what I call raffia skirts.
Yeah.
They're like dried grass and they just fly all over the place.
When I was in Senegal, they had some of those on when they were performing.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah. So
makes it more fun to move around too.
Right.
And this is you right here. So Motherless Child.
That was a piece that I choreographed for Martin Luther King Day celebration. This is one of my young teenage dancers.
I love the contrast between the two, like the hands up and you can tell that you love to dance.
Oh, my passion.
As we walked through the gallery, numerous photos conveyed the enormous, loving, and talented family ABDM had formed throughout the years. Miss Battle continued to share some of the stories and inspiration behind each photo.
This is a Haitian piece right here. This was something I choreographed in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
At the Martin Luther
So you don't
King
only
Center.
work here in Massachusetts, you go all around the globe.
Right, all over. This was Ohio.
Wow.
This was when the South African apartheid system was in place. And
Wow. The Mandela
the Mandela era.
Yeah.
And I choreographed this dance, the boot dance. And there was one I thought with you remember, I don't know if you remember, but they used to put tires around the informants'
Oh no, I never
necks
knew
and
that.
set them on fire.
Oh my god.
And so that was part
Oh, so
of.
this dance is like against that?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
wow.
that was the boot dance. That was in memory of the people who
Lost their lives.
lost their lives, but also who went down into the mines and did all of the hard labor. And so when the boot dance was developed, it was a way of communication. So they would beat on the sides of their boots to pass messages.
Oh wow.
The rhythms were in their feet and on their boots. And
It's
so
amazing
that
what
was,
you could do with just some music in your body.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the stories and history behind that.
So that was part of that era.
Wow.
And we had a chance to dance for Mandela when he was free and he came through Boston.
What? You danced for bit? Oh, is that one of your favorite memories?
One of my favorite, yes.
Wow, that's
yes.
amazing. So that's why it's so important for you to keep the heritage and the culture alive through
Yeah.
dance and
Yeah,
people-
we're trying to keep it alive. You know, sometimes when high officials come through Boston, especially through Roxbury, it's like, boom,
Yeah.
don't stay long.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean the whole tradition of dancing with that in mind, that whole energy that spread for his presence.
Yeah.
You know, so we had that.
That's amazing. Wow. You see so much happen throughout history. That is-
Right.
Wow. I'd love to trade places with you. Trade places when you went.
One of my favorite photos too. This was by Don West,
Oh, yeah?
and as a matter
Oh,
of
I see the...
yeah, he's in. He's now promoting the book that he wrote on portraits of purpose.
Okay. And it's... Oh, and this is
Yeah.
the book? Oh, wow.
And-
You're featured in it. I see
Right.
the picture here.
Right.
Wow. You think you ever write a biography one day, or a
I don't
memoir?
know. I don't know. I think anything that goes public is going to be things like this,
Yeah.
or the videotapes that I've done in various countries when we were there, either performing or studying.
You're studying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a writer, so to speak,
Yeah.
but if somebody were to talk to me like you're talking to me, and we
Yeah.
have things like this in front of us, I would be encouraged to just keep talking.
Okay. Great.
Beauty and history captured through timeless stills was remarkable to look at. In 4 decades, the art of black dance and music has accomplished so much, and they continue to inspire and teach everyone in the community.
And you have numerous awards, and how's that feel to just know that's 40 years and you see all of this, like, this whole gallery?
It's mind-boggling, if
Yeah.
that's the word I want to use. It's awesome.
It's all, you deserve every bit of it. You're a pioneer in dance. Like, that's amazing.
And so I had a lot of help. You know, people from different parts of the world came, and we tried to latch on to them and
Yeah.
bring them into what we were doing.
Extend your family, so many generations.
Yeah.
You see their children, their children's children. and
Right.
it's really
In
cool.
fact, there's a poster down there somewhere that says, our children, your children, all of our children.
Yeah. That's
You know,
awesome.
because they came from everywhere. And these, of course, I'm proud of.
Yeah.
These are from the State Senate and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the House of Representatives.
Well, this all like proves to me the importance of keeping arts alive in education, in schools, and
In the schools,
yeah, and it's so
exactly.
hard. We need more funding. Yeah.
That's the problem, you know.
Yeah.
And I at one point thought that because we didn't have the funding that they didn't want black art forms in the school.
Yeah, which
Because
is a
all they
sad
did-
thing if you don't feel like you're included.
You know,
Yeah.
because the ballet is wonderful,
Yeah,
but that's not all there is.
yeah, that's the thing. We have to embrace all of our cultures, especially
You know.
for we say that we're a post-racial society. We have to
Right.
make sure we include everyone.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
As we talked about the importance of multicultural arts in the community, I asked Ms. Battle what she plans to do for her 50th anniversary. She says that she hopes that Art of Black Dance will continue to build community, cultural pride, and self-esteem through the wonderful expression of dance.
And I hope you keep on teaching. And I always want to come to your class.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
keep us in mind, and
Definitely.
you'll see us around town, because I'm trying to get this Roxbury place going.
Yeah,
You know,
I hope so. So you said in April sometime?
April.
Hopefully there won't be no more snow.
I
So
know.
we'll be able to
I know.
go and travel easily over there.
Right, we've
Yeah.
gotten beaten by the snow.
We have. But I'm glad that and you said this is here for 2 more weeks, so
This
people
is here
can
for
still come
right,
and
right,
be inspired, let the snow bring you down.
right. Come
Yeah.
on down and see us in performance, so to speak, in still photos.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Amy, for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, no,
I
my
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
My
And as you can see, Farenheight TV, you can still come here. There's 2 more weeks left.
2 more weeks.
CCTV, be inspired by this queen right here that we have the honor to talk to, and have a great night. Thanks.